everyone, it's Ellen from 1000 Splendid Books, and today I'm going to give you my review on The Lady Elizabeth by Alison Weir. This book follows the tale of Queen Elizabeth, but this starts off from her childhood. It kind of focuses around Elizabeth as she's growing up in a world full of treachery, full of lies, and definitely treason, especially when her sister is on the throne. It also follows the particular scandals that she went through as a child. For example, when she was living with Catherine Parr, there was a particular scandalous affair with her stepfather, which she was very keen to keep secret, let's just say to that. What I made of this book and how I feel about this book is that it's definitely one of the best books I've ever read, especially in the realm of historical fiction. I love Alison Weir. She's so good. She's so amazing. Like, everything she does is just so precise. She can say exactly what she needs to in such a small amount of space and a small amount of words. And she made me love who is actually quite a vain character, who does make a lot of stupid mistakes. She still makes me love the Lady Elizabeth. And this particular taking is very different from how I've seen her portrayed in films. I've seen her portrayed in basically any other element of her life. This has much more of a personal touch. It's less like, okay, this is kind of about her, that this is actually following her and her story. And it focuses a lot on her relationship with her father, which I find really interesting because, well, I don't really know that much about the Lady Elizabeth and particularly her childhood. You really see that she is her father's daughter. And I think this particular tale and the way that it gives us such an insight into how she became the queen she is, or is going to be rather, and learning what she needs to do in order to just survive the world that she is thrust into. I find that her life is so full of danger and so full of people who are just trying to use her, and it's about her surviving in essentially a man's world and existing with the wit and the intelligence that she has. I find the relationship between her and her sister absolutely fascinating as well, because they are such two opposites if you think about temperament and you think about religious beliefs, but the way they come together when they really need to, for example, when their brother dies, when their father dies, as soon as Mary takes that throne, everything just seems to change. This is a fascinating, heart-wrenching story about the Lady Elizabeth and her rise to power and her rise to fame to become basically the Queen of England and the ruler in the Golden Age, as we call that period in time when she became Queen. I really cannot recommend Alison Weir enough. Currently on the last one of her fiction books. What I really love about Alison's writing and everything about the world she builds up, which is so tangible, almost feels like you can just reach out and touch it. Everything about it is just so brilliantly written and so carefully tied together that it blows my mind. I would start with her novel Innocent Traitor, because that covers the story of Lady Jane Grey, and all of that stuff kind of happens before Elizabeth ever takes the throne. So if you want a bit of a context as to the kind of atmosphere that she essentially takes the throne in, I would start with Innocent Traitor, and Innocent Traitor is by far one of my favourite novels ever of all time. Definitely try this out if you love Tudor history and you love things that are just going to change your viewpoint on characters you think you know or people of history you think you know. Know also that you are in safe hands, because Alison Weir is a historian in her actual other day job, I guess. So she knows what she's talking about and she's very well informed, and yeah, just read it, give it a go and let me know what you think. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I'll see you around next time. Bye!